Good Friday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majestic back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your weekend weather update here on your July the 17th, 2026. It's steamy, already getting scattered showers and thunderstorms out there for your Friday afternoon as we wrap up the day. And don't worry, they'll settle down as we go in forward tonight. And we're going to have this on repeat through the entire weekend going into Saturday and Sunday. Now, because of that heat, we're going to definitely have to keep a watchful eye on potential for some isolated severe thunderstorms all weekend long. And we're going to have to keep a watchful eye on the tropics. We could potentially be seeing a tropical depression form, maybe. And our next named storm is Bertha, by the way. So we're going to break it all down for you here in this update. Now, before we get into it, if you are new here to our YouTube channel and you live anywhere across North Georgia, let me quickly introduce myself as your personal weatherman. I'd love for you to give me a hire as I'm on a mission to build a professional 24-hour weather channel. What does that mean? Well, that means our own video camera network, a professional weather computer, the works. So to help us out, all I need you to do is please subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted on all future weather updates, as well as any potential live severe weather updates we do exclusively for North Georgia when it's warranted. All right, let's go ahead and get into today's update here, shall we? Got some clouds and get some darker clouds near the Dahlonega area. There are some showers nearby I'm going to show you here in a second. And down outside my backyard here in Braselton, Georgia, a little sunshine and clouds. It's currently 95 showing up on my little gauge out in my backyard. And oh boy, that feel like temperature of 108. That's pretty brutal out there. It is very miserable to say the least. But looking at the current radar, yeah, there's some little showers and thunderstorms you're kind of seeing up here across areas of North Georgia. And we'll see how things materialize. These things are not moving all that fast, folks. They're going to pulse up, die down. You'll see some other ones that'll pop up here throughout the afternoon, but you can definitely see these things are fairly intense up near the LJ area. Jasper getting some rains right now. Blairsville right nearby getting some rains as well. You can see that. So again, just watch out for these storms. They can have a little punch to them here as we continue throughout the afternoon. As we saw yesterday, as we had multiple severe weather alerts because of these thunderstorms. Now, as we go look at our current conditions, so things warming up there nicely, already getting up around 89 degrees there in Gainesville. So we're going to have some 90s around. You see that as well, 92 there in Jefferson, 89 at Calhoun, and 89 down in Atlanta. So we're going to have a lot of 90s as we top out for the day, and we watch for those showers and thunderstorms. And you can kind of see where other areas are getting a little wet here as well, here across portions of Tennessee and here in Alabama. Looks like a slight drift here to the south. These storms here just really not really moving all that much at all. And again, we have to watch for some, quick little flooding potential here with some of these as well, because they can be some pretty good gully washers that you can see not really moving all that much. All right, let's go take a look at our satellite picture here as we kind of see and watching these thunderstorms that are starting to form up here across North Georgia. They're starting to blow. And of course, your eyes immediately get drawn to this cluster of storms that are pulling out into the Gulf. Now, this is nothing official yet. There's not a tropical depression, not a low, not anything. Just a cluster of thunderstorms that are moving on out. And it's going to be moving into an area that may have to overcome a little bit of dry air as well as some Sahara dust that was out there. And it's kind of sandwiched between two high-pressure systems, so it's not going to be really going anywhere. Now, right now, the risk for development is still low, still showing about 20% in this area. And there's going to be a drift to the west here, and really not really sure where this thing's going to go long-term because, again, it's the steering currents in here are going to be pretty much non-existent. So, again, looking at your excessive rainfall again for today, we've got some heavy downpours potentially, as we're already seeing there across North Georgia for this afternoon. But after that, we're looking pretty quiet here. Now, this could change a bit going in the next couple of days because we're still going to have some thunderstorms around. But Saturday, not showing anything. Sunday looks quiet except down toward the Gulf Coast and down toward Florida going to Monday and Tuesday. So that's anticipation, assuming this thing starts to go this way. We'll see. I'm not convinced that's going to happen just yet. All right, severe weather outlook. So we do have some things to watch. We do have a marginal risk here for your Friday. You see there in the green, that's your level 1. So special weather statements, maybe an isolated severe thunderstorm. The big concern here is going to be wind, obviously. Wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour with some of these storms that can pulse up severe and then collapse and then bring a lot of heavy wind down with them. So that's for your Friday. Saturday shifts to the northeast, up across northeast Georgia. We've been watching that for a couple days. That's from Blue Ridge on down to Commerce and Elberton and Hartwell and Clayton, all into that area here for your day 2. Again, that's for your Saturday. And then going into Sunday, a lot more North Georgia there under the gun from Somerville down to Atlanta, Jefferson, and up toward Toccoa. So again, we'll watch for isolated potential storms. Again, not everybody's going to get it, folks. They're going to be spotty. isolated to scattered. So if you win the lottery that day, you get the heavy thunderstorm. So here we go with our radar, our model data here, kind of simulating that radar here with the scatter storms here. It does seem to favor a little bit of the easterly zones here going into your Sunday and Monday afternoon. But again, it's kind of sparse, not going to be too widespread out there, at least looking at the rapid refresh here going through Monday. So again, it's something we'll watch going into the weekend, and we'll see what happens as we go along to see what happens out in the Gulf. So I wanted to show you this model here as far as what it's showing out there in the Gulf. So I'm going to pull down out of here, and you clearly see what's going on. We got something here trying to spin up. Got a rotation, got low pressure there. And the water temperatures out here are sitting in the like 85, 86 degrees. So some very warm waters out there. So it's not going to be in a big hurry. So I think we have the potential to see a tropical depression form sometime over the weekend, maybe, if it can overcome some of the obstacles it's got to overcome. And we'll see what happens. But we'll keep a watchful eye on this. And if it does require a special update, we will obviously post one here on YouTube. But in the meantime, just right now, the risk right from the officially is for low development chances. So forecast map, again, keeps us kind of unsettled here for going into the weekend. Just some scattered storms there. We'll watch and see what happens with that low pressure out there in the Gulf, whether that becomes a depression or not. We'll see. And then we'll track that going into next week. I think we're going to be watching that one for a little while because it's kind of stuck. So here's our forecast for tomorrow, Saturday, 92-74 there in the Gainesville area. It's 40% chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms. You're going to see everybody's lows here typically going to be here, sitting here in the 70s, a few 60s up in the mountains potentially still, and then afternoon highs as we go to the afternoon. There we go, already popping up to 92 in Gainesville, seeing 91 in Canton, 84 up in Clayton. So it's going to be kind of a warm day. We're gonna go up to Blairsville tomorrow, so it should be in the mid 80s there when we go. But definitely a hot and steamy day there. Especially when you factor in the heat index, we have a heat advisory out there today, and we may see some more here for tomorrow. You see the triple digit feel like temperatures there, especially off there into the east. All right, what about our regional forecast? These are not your feel-like temperatures. Again, air-like temperatures here, approaching triple digits. A lot of the Carolinas, 90s here across a lot of the southeast here with just the scattered showers and thunderstorms. And the next 7 days, here we go for right now. 40% chance of scattered thunderstorms for the weekend for North Georgia. We kind of dry out here going into the week. There is a frontal system that's supposed to come down here. Debatable on what kind of a dry air comes in behind it, but right now going 88-67 on Friday. We'll see about that. I think it's subject to change. Depends on how far south that drier air gets, and also what happens to our tropical system down in the Gulf. So beyond, say, Monday, I really don't have a whole lot of faith as far as this long-range forecast for right now. Anyway, with these chances of thunderstorms around, and again, they could be potentially severe, I want to offer you our free weather app. It is free. You download it there at the Apple Store and at Google Play for your Apple and Android users. Just put in North Georgia Majestic Weather. Download it. Great weather apps. It's going to alert you when there's rain approaching your area, lightning nearby, severe weather alerts, hour-by-hour forecast, futurecast on that radar. Kind of get an idea where it's going. And this brought to us by our weather app sponsor, Roof It Forward out of Woodstock, Georgia. If you've been putting it off, you need to get a good roof replaced, give these guys a call. They'll take care of you with not only great customer service, but also the highest quality products. And they also give a portion of each job back to local children's charity here in Georgia. And check them out. They really do pay it forward, and we appreciate them being our weather app sponsor. Again, got y'all ready here for the weekend. We'll be watching closely, see what goes on in the tropics, and if it does develop into something, we will probably post some updates here on YouTube. And but our traditional updates will come back on Monday. We still do the weather on the go; those are daily things, so you guys can check that out. But again, if you're not a subscriber or just yet to our channel, please go ahead and hit that button right there, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you're on all updates as well as live coverage. All right, that'll do it for now. Y'all be good, stay safe, have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday unless we got to do something special over the weekend. You guys take it easy. Bye-bye.